Okay. Hey, sugar coated. This is Triple R. I've got my phone rubber banded to a tripod. I don't even know if you can see me, but anyway, it took me ages to find this thread again. I've just pulled out a couple of the knives that I've got. Nothing very interesting, but I just thought I'd show you anyway. There's some of the collections that I tend to go after, mostly cars and stuff. But anyway, I'm sitting in my shed and I'll spin it around. Just adjusting my phone on the tripod. Alright, there we go. So there's just some shitty little old knives here, solid brass handle. Some of these old pen knives or whatever you call them, pocket knives, are pretty cool. That's a nice one. This one is just a nice big old heavy old school knife. I don't know, maybe it was a butcher's knife or something. Can't even remember where I got it. And this one, I think it's got the groove which runs right through on both sides, starting from here. I'm pretty sure this would have been a bayonet that's had a timber handle fitted to it at a later date. I never use any of these. I don't use them for hunting or anything. I've got, oh fuck me, other knives. I forgot. Anyway, I've got two big hunting knives and I forgot to bloody get them out. You know, I did tell you that when I was travelling through India in '84, I was actually paddling along in a shikara, which is like a canoe. I was living on a houseboat for a month at the foothills of the Himalayas in Srinagar, as they pronounce it, or Srinagar, on Dal Lake in Kashmir. And some guy paddled past in a shikara selling a whole lot of wares, and this is what he had. And I can't remember exactly what this cost me, but I'm pretty sure it was 100 rupee or 10 Australian dollars. Now I believe it's all handmade. Where's the light? That might be better. So again, it's nothing super, but for 10 bucks I thought it was great. And it was back in the days when I could sneak this back over on a plane in the luggage department, not me carry-on stuff. No one questioned it. So I've had that for yonks. Spring's still good. Yeah, so there you go, my knife collection, except for my two big hunting knives, which I forgot to bring out. Oh, here's another knife, hang on, pick this up. This is where I build my model cars, by the way. I sit at this table, got the big tally there. There's my beer fridge. Now, I've just remembered some of my model building stuff. That's a new car I'm doing. And over here, before I go too far, there's me fire. So that's me wood fire or wood stove from my shed. And there, made out of a bit of railway line, is something we use as an anvil, because my son gets my wife's hairdryer. I've got to think which draws it in. That's it there. So this is a knife my son made, and he gave up halfway through it, but it started out as just that metal you can see there, which is, I don't know, it's almost probably 3/4 of an inch by, well, maybe I'll talk mils, 25 mil by 5 mil. So he started off with that, and he used to set something up like my wife's hairdryer on a little stand, and it would blow air into the fire while he just had it filled up with red gum. And he'd put this knife in there and get it glowing hot with his welding gloves and beat it on that anvil. That's as far as he got. He probably did that several years ago when he was about 17, 18. So he's beat all that into that shape from that rectangle shaped blade. The end bit started out as that. yeah, so anyway, I might as well show you some of my car collection in here. There's a few of the cars I used to build when I was younger. Probably a better option would be to go around this way. So they're all dirty, just live in the shed. That Harley, I built that when I was about 14. Yeah, so I might as well keep the video running now. Go across my yard's a mess because I've just had the bloody tree loppers, the arborist in here, ripping down a couple of big gum trees. This one here's been emptied, and there's 2 big gum trees over there and they've been taken right down. Now my yard's a freaking mess until I get it cleaned. So I just want to show you. This is going to take ages to load onto YouTube, I know. These are large models. I don't know what scale you'd call them. How much light is there? Anyway, I like my own stuff, as you can see. '57 Chevs. They're your large scale. Yeah, they're probably 14 inches long. Thereabouts. Red one's a little bit smaller. It's a 64, 65 Corvette. In my office. As you can see, I collect all sorts of things. This Corvette I built when I was about 16. This is even larger. This one would be 20 inches long. Another one of my hobbies that I started to do was collecting old kids' trikes and scooters and restoring them. This one I've completely restored. It was an absolute pile of shit when I got it. A couple more plastic kits from ages ago. Another big large scale Corvette, again that's probably 20 inches long. They were my early ones. And the other plastic ones that I've got are in this cabinet. Now all these ones have been built in the last 6 to 8 months, I suppose. Most of these cars aren't really the sort of thing I'd usually buy. I usually buy sort of 50s, 60s models, 70s models, muscle cars, mainly American, but I managed to pick up all of these. I've got about 28 models for $100, still in their boxes, unmade. The guy had started to make a couple of them. Oh, and here's the other ones. The guy had started to make a couple of them, and just give up. He might have done half the engine or a little bit of painting and then just stopped. Now this one's cool. This one came with a cardboard diorama, which is that. It's like a McDonald's drive-through. It's not actually assembled properly. Well, it is, but I mean that hamburger sign should be across the front here. But that's the only way it would fit in the cabinet. So they're really cool. Finished building those probably 2-3 months ago. And as far as my die-cast collection goes, I might as well turn this light on. I should have turned it on before. Okay, this is my die-cast collection. Some of these old Allburns and stuff are quite old. These are larger scale. This is much older stuff again on the top row. Middle row, oh there's another Corvette plastic kit right there. Built that ages ago too. Mainly just old stuff. There's a couple of new ones across the front. This is all sort of 70s Matchbox and Hot Wheels muscle cars and stuff. And I got more cars in that cabinet. These are all die cast. Die cast. The ones across the back there, those, the Mustang and those 3 Chevys are all tin. Larger scale. Some expensive ones through there. And this cabinet here has got cars right up the back too. I don't know if you can see the ones right up the back. So you've got a row across the front. Everything in here, or 90% of the stuff in here is Corvette. Large scale. And oops, got tangled up in my thingo. There's it's all Matchbox, mainly Matchbox trucks. This cabinet, I can't actually get over there, there's shit in the way, but that's all Camaros up the top. They're Corvettes, and they're all Corvettes. What else is over there? And then this cabinet here has got a lot of good stuff in it. That plastic kit Rolls Royce there, built that when I was probably 14. I've modified it. I've put a blown drag car engine in it. And there's my computer. That's where I sit while I'm doing stuff. Well, there's my computer. It's pretty fucked. I've kicked it and it's fallen apart. Stuff that's meant to be on the outside, I should say stuff that's meant to be on the inside is now on the outside, and bits and pieces don't work, but it does the job. So there's my some of my collection, including some of the bottles. All these cardboard boxes up there, you can see they got full written on them. They're all full of cars too. I forgot about them. They're all unopened cars, still in their boxes. Like every one of those boxes, and all these boxes, they're empty. Hopefully I'll be able to give them away. Anyway, no worries, sugar. So that's my stuff. Triple R. Yeah, turn off.